everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a Legend of Spyro video, and I haven't been doing a video on the Legend of Spyro since I started talking about if it's going to get a remake or not. So today I was watching a video, and this video is called "Should the Legend of Spyro Continue? The Future of Spyro." Now, this video is by, you might know her name, I can't really say her name right, so I'm going to try the best I can. Miharu the Fox. And I'm going to rewatch it and do a video on it. And also, I'm going to be talking about how a remake of The Legend of Spyro should play out, and how The Legend of Spyro should continue. So let's start with the video first. Before I start the video, the link for the original video will be in the description.
As I watch different videos, I come across people who want Legend to return in the form of a remake, to which I say, maybe, but I just don't know if that would work, because it already looks fine as it is, doesn't it? The only thing I can imagine being updated is the animations and character models, but for a PS2 game, it still looks pretty good by today's standards.
That is actually true. The Legend of Spyro does look good on the original Xbox. But the problem with the original Xbox is that not everyone owns an original Xbox anymore, because the original Xbox are really old consoles. Well, not really old, but they were made in 2000s, so they are old. And when you buy them from shopping websites, they won't always work. You guys know the shop websites that I'm talking about, like eBay and Amazon. You know, the shop websites that go, "Oh, you guys purchase a PlayStation 4. No, because you know what? We're not giving you that. Instead, we're going to give you a PlayStation 2. Okay, probably not Amazon that much, but on eBay there's usually a lot, and I mean a lot of scamming. And I'm going to save your lives right now, guys. I'm going to save your lives, okay? If you are planning to buy something online, do not go to eBay to purchase or buy them, because they will scam you and you won't get your money back.
It's just like Jak and Daxter does. And on top of that, there's another thing not many people talk about. If Legend is remade, should the story continue afterward? Now, I know some of you may be thinking, what's the point of remaking or continuing the story of the reboot now that we have Reignited and the classic series back? Why would they skip around and not stick with that?
I'll take that question just in case if people are going to ask that question. The Reignite trilogy is for classic Spyro fans and not Legend of Spyro fans. And, you know, not all people are interested in, you know, fantasy, like kids fantasy and childish art style games, if I'm making any sense. You know, like Silver Age humor, like kids cartoon humor.
And that's a valid question. Spyro is sort of at a point now where we don't quite know what direction it could take. It actually reminds me of where Ratchet & Clank stands at the moment. Will they continue the reboot storyline at this point, or go from where Nexus left off? It can go either way for that series, but in Spyro's case, it's highly likely Toys for Bob will go the safe route and continue to come up with new ideas for the classic series. Legend, of course, had one overarching plot which wrapped up at the end of Dawn of the Dragon. Or did it? Personally, I always found it a bit confusing. At first glance, it seems clear that Spyro sacrificed himself to rebuild the dying world, though the chronicler is unable to find his name amongst the records of dragons who have died. We then see Spyro and Cinder flying together in the Valley of Avalar. So, what is the truth? Did they survive? Are they residing in some kind of spiritual realm? It's never really explained.
Now, here's what I believe. I believe that Spyro and Cinder are alive in Dawn of the Dragon. I'm not going to go too into the ending of Dawn of the Dragon, because that's a video for another day.
And due to this vague ending, it's hard to imagine how exactly it could go on. But there is another option. Who said the legend had to continue with a sequel? Think about just how interesting a prequel could be, and the directions it could take. We could get to play as a young Malefor and get a closer look at what corrupted him and led him to become the Dark Master. We could get to know the other Guardians that supposedly lost their lives in the war with Malefor's forces. Hell, we could even get a chance to see who Spyro's real parents were. There are so many possibilities that I think would make for a great series of games.
Oh, guys, this is my opinion. Please do not take this seriously. Do not backlash me and then start ranting on me just because I have a different opinion than you. But I think we should leave the origins alone, like Malefor's origin and what happened to Spyro's real parents, because revealing the origins could lead to the legend of Spyro being butchered again if it's not handled in the right way.
Next, should it happen? Again, not right now, but perhaps sometime in the future it could end up being beneficial.
It's like I said in the previous Legend of Spyro videos that I've done, we're just gonna have to wait and see. So, guys, we've come to the end of the video. I know that you guys probably wanted a whole video, but I can't really do a whole video because it's too hard to edit, you know, and like my iPad will die. So I'll split this video up into 2 parts. Well, if it's going to be in 2 parts. I hope so anyway, because I don't want to end up doing 3, 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like loads of parts to the video. There's a spider in my room. Why has that happened? But you guys get the idea, so thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video.